Morning. Morning. It's good to see you guys. I'm Black Dragon. Welcome to Black Dragon Biker TV. Biker news you can trust. The Black Dragon Biker News Network with my co-host Lavish T. Thank you all for tuning in. Since 2016, we really appreciate you. We are going to get back to doing some MC protocol videos. I've been promising this forever. And so we're going to do it at least once or twice a week and keep these things moving forward, especially with the new book that I have, Motorcycle Club Protocol 101, that you can get at blackdragonsgear.com. We want to make sure that we stick with the bread and butter that brought everybody to the show, although we do a lot of biker news and other kinds of things, but we want to do that. So this day, I was recently contacted by a club, and as you guys know, I have this consulting service, so sometimes clubs will call me to help with matters that they just can't seem to solve internally, especially like when everybody's at their throats and they want to kill each other. Sometimes they need to bring in a disinterested third party. And I do this all the time as part of a service to you guys. You can get me at clarity.fm/black-dragon. So in any event, I've been dealing with this a few times lately, and I really think it's kind of cool because I have my young Lavish T. Williams on, younger than I am, and so he represents a newer decade that's coming into clubs, and we see this war that goes on between the old school and the new school. So I think it's going to be really neat to talk to him about the subject today. But what do you do when the founder or founders try to take over the club and use all kinds of creepy methods to do so? We're going to talk about that, and we have a quick news story as well. So please hang in there for a minute and 7 seconds. We'll be right back with our show. What happens when the founder tries to take over the MC? So thanks for tuning in this morning. We'll be right back.
Black Dragon Biker News. It's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Get yourself educated by his books and you'll learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe to get updated Biker News with MC Protocol. A lot of phonies popped up when this YouTube Biker News craze came about. But the man on this channel is the first to do it and the only one that never sold out. His name's Black Dragon. Started the day the hits the sea, Reverend Uncle Sam. They traded that uniform for leather vest from the mighty Black Sabbath. Not the band, I'm talking about the mighty Black Sabbath. MC, we're paid his dues and the artist stripes. From prospect all the way up to national P. All the copycat creators and the content stealers and haters. There have been many, but there's only one larger than life. Like Michael with the cowboy hat that knows kung fu and says kick can. Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Get yourself educated by his books and you learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe and get updated Biker News with MC Protocol.
Well, alrighty then. What's up, my friends? We got Lavish T. Williams here on the line. What's up, Lavish? How are you? Okay.
Good, man. I'm fine. I can't complain.
It's good to hear from you, man. It's good to see you this morning, as always. What's the weather like now? What's the temperature?
Oh, man, it's warm over here, man. It's warm. Let me see what the temperature is for you, man. Oh, it's cooking, man. We 20 over here. It's 20 degrees, man. It's cooking. Hold on a second. It's cooking.
Around. What the hell?
What the? Oh, okay. Somebody's screaming at him. I wanted to bring up Lavish's channel here, because Lavish was on the news yesterday. Let me bring up Lavish's channel. Lavish was on the news yesterday. As you guys know, they, I guess whenever they have some kind of news event that has to do with tow trucks, they call Lavish up. Here we go, Lavish T. Williams, 15,700 followers. Look at my boy. Let's get in. Oh, okay. So is this it? Is this his? This must be it right here. Okay, let's see what Lavish is doing. This must be it right here. Okay, let me get some sound.
Whenever it's cold, one thing that is cold,
and we will. Okay, we'll restart. See, it starts without the sound. That really makes me mad. Okay, we'll try to restart it here. Catch it from the beginning.
Whenever it's cold, one thing that is cold, we'll share with the vehicle owners is everything that's wrong with your car.
Lavish T. Williams is the owner of Lavish Towing in Detroit. He's been very busy these past 2 days.
We've been getting a lot of calls for dead batteries, blockouts, and just no starts. You know, the cold weather has played a part in a lot of these vehicles not starting.
I went with Williams on one of his calls on Wednesday.
So typically, how many calls do you get on a daily basis?
It just varies from day to day. Temperature, weather changes in the forecast. All that stuff makes a difference.
While we were out on the call, I met Detroit resident Shadesha Phillips. She called Williams to tow her car to a mechanic shop after it wouldn't start.
When did you figure out your car wasn't starting?
Yesterday at work, when I got off work. I normally let it run for about 20 minutes just because it's a little older. Yesterday was the first day of it being, the second day of it being extremely cold like it was. So I figured that's what it was. I sat on the side of the road for a good 2 hours.
I also came to the Meijer off of 8 Mile to see how people with EVs are doing in this cold weather.
Sucks. I don't have a charger in my home. I think if it was one in my home, it would be better.
Detroit resident Stephanie Johnson says she believes the cold weather played a role in her Tesla dying on Tuesday. The cold temperatures dramatically decreased the range for EVs.
I went to work yesterday with about 60 miles. Got to work. I work about 13 miles from my home. Got in my store about 7:30 in the morning. Got off at 7 p.m. and was at 0.
As for Lavish Williams, he shared some tips on how to prepare your car for the cold.
And preventive maintenance is always the way to go. Get your batteries checked because a lot of the failures start from the batteries. These batteries, they don't like cold weather.
On the city's east side, Tierra Braddock, 7 News Detroit.
Ready for winter's worst.
Whenever it's cold, one thing that's cold,
Look at my boy Lavish T. Williams. What the hell? Lavish?
I'm right here. Hold on a second. Let me take this call.
Lavish, who was that? Who was that?
Hey, listen.
You didn't try to get her for a weather girl?
I will not speak on camera.
You didn't try to get her for a weather girl? What the hell's wrong with you?
All right.
You know what we need on the channel. You know what we're missing.
I won't publicly speak on that. But if I need to get in contact with her, I can.
So we need some weather girls, and here you are with a fine ass news reporter weather girl. What the hell?
She is very pretty.
Don't do that. Don't get professional on us right here. All the noise you talk on the channel, you're gonna get professional real quick.
No, I'm saying she really is. I mean, why would I if I just told you that I can get in contact with her, why would I say something reckless like I normally would with people I can't get in contact with and screw up the possibility? Come on now, you gotta know how to play the game, sir. Come on now. Why would I do that? Why would I do that when I just told you I can contact her if I need to?
You know what we need for the show, and I'm just saying. You're going to roll next to a 10 and not say nothing. I didn't see you shooting at it, nothing. I'm disappointed.
Hey man, listen. A lot of the bigger moves that Americans or American gangsters had made was not done in the public eye. Tell me that I'm lying.
Shadow said had a little fox riding with him for the day.
Yeah,
got a little fox symbol down there.
Joe did.
They got him all out working and stuff. That's what them women be thinking on the inside. Oh my God, look at him work.
Yeah, the women want a guy that work, man. They don't want them dope boys no more, man. They want the guys that's working a regular job, where they ain't got to worry about them late night phone calls from the jail.
I'm proud of you, Lavish. You look good, man. Your center looks good. Look at they got you all in front of your center with your truck. Lavish washed his truck before that. I gotta
sure
tell.
did. That was fresh out. Yeah, I sure did.
They don't have no road salt on it or nothing. This tow truck ain't seen no work. Oh my goodness, man! So proud of you. So proud of you, man. You looking great, man.
Thanks.
Yeah, that was really cool. While we're at it, you remember I told you yesterday? Did you see the picture, the video of the girl in Louisiana in the snow in nothing but panties? Well,
I didn't see it. I didn't see it because I was doing something. I didn't see it.
Well,
you got to.
This wasn't the one I was talking about, but this is yet another one. Here she is in her panties, and I guess she had a little too much to drink coming out on the stairs. That's a thick one right there now. And one of our females sent this to us, so they know who we are. They know what we like, Lavish. Yeah, that was spectacular. Anyway, in news today, the Outlaws Motorcycle Club. We don't normally hear about them. They're always we never hear about them. All the reports we do on clubs, very seldom do we hear about this club. But anyway, Outlaws Biker Club member charged in a prospect's killing. Police say a prospect that was killed 6 years ago in 2019. They're just now getting around to charging this guy. A London man charged in 2019 killing of his close friend is an alleged member of the Outlaws Motorcycle Club. Provincial police say that's up there in Canada. He's an alleged member, so we don't know if he's a member or not. A London man charged in the 2019 killing of his close friend is an alleged member of the Outlaws Motorcycle Club. Provincial police say the OPP charged two more people last week in the death of Jason Brown, 43 years old, whose body was found along a road in Oshawa on March 13th, way back in 2019. Brown, a Gallup resident, was linked to an outlaw motorcycle club. He had been kidnapped from a cemetery in Harriston, a community northwest of Gallup, one day earlier, Wellington County OPP said. Matthew Drummond, 38 of London, and Jessica Martin, 35 of North Perth, are both charged with first-degree murder. Drummond is additionally charged with conspiracy to commit an indictable offense, while Martin faces additional charges of kidnapping, obstruction of justice, and other offenses. We believe the victim, Jason Brown, was a former prospect of a motorcycle club. OPP spokesman Constable Matthew Burton said. Which one, though? Drummond and his brother Joshua, who is also charged in Brown's death, are full patch members of the Outlaws Motorcycle Club, Burton said. So this leads in by making it seem like they killed their own prospect, but it doesn't say that. It says prospect of a motorcycle club. So we believe this victim, like I said, was a former prospect of a club. The OPP's Barker Enforcement Unit is involved in the homicide investigation because of the alleged biker links to the two accused and the victim, Burton added. Police charged Joshua Drummond, 32 of Edmonton, and Steve Walsum Griggs, 33 of Brantford, with first-degree murder and kidnapping in 2023, a couple years ago. Travis Willard, Juan, 30 of Wellington North, was charged in June with first-degree murder, kidnapping, and other offenses. So they got a whole bunch of people for this. Brown's sister expressed shock that Matthew Drummond, a close friend to their brother, is now charged in his death. That was my brother's best friend for years, Nancy Brown told CTV News. Sister Tara Brown described her brother as an amazing guy to the broadcaster. He's had his faults, she said, but anyone that's met him has always said he has a big heart, she said. Neither sister responded to a free press interview request this week. Burton didn't say what biker club Brown was affiliated with or whether he was still a prospect. Someone who is in the process of becoming a full-patch member of a club is what a prospect is. They didn't say whether he was still a prospect at the time of his death or what club he was affiliated with. So we don't know what club it was at this point. Maybe the cops do. But Brown's Facebook profile features photos of him wearing Outlaw support gear and the club's black and white colors, which doesn't mean that he was a prospect for the club. Maybe he was just wearing their support gear. This is a picture of him, and he's got black and white on, a T-shirt. The Outlaws, the third largest 1%er biker club in the entire world, have 13 chapters in Ontario, including in London and Sarnia. The club didn't respond to a request for comment. Did you think that they would? Court records show Drummond was already facing nearly a dozen charges in London prior to his arrest this month. He was arrested in June and charged with 5 counts of assault, 3 counts of assault with a weapon, 2 counts of assault causing bodily harm, and assault with choking. The charges stem from alleged attacks between 2017 and April 2024 on the same woman. And weapons involved include a lit cigarette and garbage, the documents say. So I guess he tried to burn her and threw garbage on her. Damn, oh boy's an angry person. Drummond spent 1 day in custody before he was granted bail. Under his release conditions, he was ordered to live with his surety. What on earth is a surety? He was ordered to live with his surety. Interesting. I'm not sure I'm understanding what they're saying there. Surety is a bond. I don't know. But anyway, he was forced to live with his surety, not go near the complainant, and maybe live with the person that posted his bond. Maybe that's what they're saying. Okay. Live with his surety and not go near the complainant and not possess any weapons. The police investigation into Brown's death remains ongoing, and a $50,000 reward is being offered in the case. Investigators believe that there are still individuals who have intimate knowledge of Mr. Brown's death, and they are looking to speak with them, Burton said. So that's that story. Some guy in the club, several people, lots of folks were charged with this man's murder and his subsequent, his disappearance, his kidnapping, and his subsequent murder. They're still trying to solve this case 6 years later. So there you have it. That's our news story for today. We want to make sure
we talk about, talking about, the biker side of stuff, man. What we don't know, or should I say what we don't hear about, it seems like there's a lot of killings going on in Canada.
Canada seems to be a tough place for motorcycling.
Goodness gracious, man.
All of our horror stories seem to be coming out of there, man.
God, dog. This guy is knocking people off. They talk about the people down in the States, man, but oh man.
That's a place that's not supposed to have any guns.
Huh?
That's a place that really you're not supposed to have a gun.
They're not supposed to have any guns, but I was always told to be very scared to do some dumb shit in Canada. I heard that they cut fingers. What I heard, I don't know if it's an old urban legend, that if you steal something in Canada, they cut your fingers off. I don't know if that's true or not. I was told that as a kid, man.
I don't know. I've only been to Canada a few times when I was in the Navy. Much fun I had up there. They know how to party. I tell you that. Had some fine
especially in Toronto. That's probably between going from Michigan to New York through Canada, Toronto. That's that's as far as I go. 401 QEW. Yeah, that was when I used to be able to go to Canada.
Yeah, lots of fun I've had up there. We want to take a minute to remind you guys, one of our club member or one of our close family here on the page, his sister died, and he is trying to raise some money for his nieces that he has to take care of. So this is this website here. I've pinned it up in the comments above. This is Papa Penguin. You guys might know him. He's also a contributor on my newsletter. So you read a lot of his stories and his information that he puts forward. He's very helpful. He works on my channel, Mike Ball's channel, just giving of himself in every way that he can. So this is supporting his sister Lisa's girls. They have a fundraiser. It ends on September 2025. I'm going to post it right here for you guys to please go and donate to them if you can. Her unexpected passing has left a void in their lives, but her love and dreams for them live on. So we want to ask you guys if you would do that. We would absolutely appreciate anything you could give. Would be absolutely appreciated. Also, we want to talk about this that was sent to me. Here we go. Boom. The Classy Ladies for Sure Social Club. They want you to participate in their Valentine's Day raffle. Ticket prices, 1 for $5, 5 for $20. Cashapp is $CL4S like Sam. Unlimited entries. They're giving away a raffle. I'm not sure exactly what it will be. Is it this? It might be this basket here or something. A lot of times these baskets have liquor and all kinds of stuff in them. They're really awesome. So show your phone this Classy Ladies for Sure SC, or just go to Cash App $CL4S, and they will definitely appreciate your support. Normally these social clubs, you know what they do, they collect this money and then they do something for mankind. Like social clubs are always doing something for somebody, and they're really big in protecting the community and doing things for the community. You'll find out all about them in my book I wrote last year, Social Club's Bible, the uplifting of the women's social club movement, the revival of the women's social club movement. If you want to know about social clubs that are on the biker set, the Social Club's Bible. Also, February 1st in Harleyville, South Carolina, or is it North Carolina? I think it's Harleyville, South Carolina. The Outcast Motorcycle Club, Wheels of Soul Motorcycle Club, and the Thunder Guards Motorcycle Club, all predominantly black 1%er motorcycle clubs, have declared a truce. The truce is 1 year now, 1 year long. It's held. They recently had a thing where they discussed at the Motorcycle Club Professional Conference that Lavish and I both attended. They recently discussed their 1 year without any brothers in any of their clubs being killed by any of them. This is just amazing. And if you're from where Lavish and I are from, you know of a time where when these guys entered the room, everybody left. If you would ever see these guys enter a place, everybody would turn and leave. And now they're actually partying together in Harleyville, South Carolina, and they would love it if you came and hung out with them. This is going to be a party to celebrate that 1 year of love and laying down of the weapons, where they have decided to do other things and take care of their problems at the table and have lots of fun hanging out with each other, and so it's going to be really cool. It is my plan to be up there to interview some of the main players in this and making sure that this has happened. We got to hear from Big Foo from the Outcast Motorcycle Club, and we got to Big Foo said, thank you, Lavish, for making me famous. So that's your boy right there, Big Foo. And we got to hear from Chuck, number 2 of the Thunder Guards Motorcycle Club, as they spoke live about this beautiful thing that they have happening between them. So hopefully you guys go hang out with them out there in Harleyville, South Carolina. I will put up the flyer tomorrow since I don't seem to be able to find it right this second. But you can also email me at blackdragon@blacksabbathmc.com, blackdragon@blacksabbathmc.com to get your information for what's going on there. And they did send me the host hotel. I'll post all that tomorrow. So that's what's going on with that. And anything else about that you want to add, Lavish?
No, I'm not going to be able to make it. I was asked to, man, but I had a previous event going on in Cincinnati for that day. But I would have definitely loved to have been there to capture, some of the video, do some of the video stuff that could have been going on there, man. It probably would have been great, man.
Well, they're going to be partying a lot more, especially coming up towards the summer. So we will absolutely get to see them. Somebody sent me this. Have you seen this picture? This is an actual real weather girl. Have you seen this picture?
No, hadn't seen it.
Yeah, this is a real weather girl right there, standing there in front of the weather. Holy Moses, I say. Yeah, Lavish, we need to get our weather thing together, bro. We're not doing well on the forecast front. Oh, what the hell? That's an actual real damn weather girl. Come on now.
That's what it seems to look like to me.
Lord have mercy. She ain't even playing around out here. I love the fabric of this dress right here. The way these lines go up and down, the fabric is just amazing. This is such a lovely dress, But anyway, when the founder tries to take over the club, listen, I had a conversation where, this is interesting. The founder is so upset. I can't give too many details. But because it's happened so many times, and I've had to discuss this at least 9 times.
I've seen it happen. I hadn't seen it happen with larger clubs because I've seen the larger clubs overthrow the founder. But I've seen it in the smaller clubs.
You're right. They do, and that they tend to either overthrow him or kick him out of the club or some kind of thing, or kick him out without a trial, or even go on to Big Cell's show and Hollywood from Insane Throttle and tell a whole bunch of damn lies about him, even if those guys ain't the founder. But anyway, let's not go all the way there. In one particular instance, the founder decided that he would remove the president. And I've seen that about 50 times.
Yeah, I've seen that too. Or they'll gang up and vote them out. The founders influence the rest of the people to move a certain way.
Yeah. So what do you think? Because it's interesting. I don't know very many motorcycle club bylaws where the founder has that kind of power. Like the national president, or if it's a local club, the president is the person listed in the bylaws as having the final authority. He is the most senior officer. So if he's the most senior officer, how can a founder remove him? And that's a question that I get, and oftentimes we see this in club. and clubs. Big lock joker. The thing 99%ers don't seem to understand: the government doesn't recognize the difference between a 1%. Oh no. I think we understand that now. I think that's evident whenever you deal with the police. But the idea that the founder is powerful enough to take out the president or something like that. What do you think, Lavish? What does that portend to you? I can't hear you. You're still on. Lavish?
I said, what's the circumstances? What's the issues? What's the problem? What's the cause? What's the root?
So, when the founder says, I'm going to remove the president, how can this happen? What makes this where it can happen?
I mean, from everything that I've seen, from my, from me being around, I've seen it be pride. You want me to face it this way?
You asked me what do you drop it? I told you drop it.
Right. Hold on.
Yeah, a lot of times it is pride. It's always pride. It's going to be pride in the fact that it's always pride. It's always one side that wants to exert power over the other side.
Yeah, I think it's when it comes down to, like, I've seen it with these smaller clubs as far as power, where you piss off the founder because things aren't going the way that he wants it to go. And then his defense is, I want him out of here. And because he's the founder, a lot of people that just don't have motorcycle, as you say, protocol experience, they go along with it. They go along with it.
You've hit a few things. You've hit a few things, and I love it. A lot of times people don't understand, don't read, or don't have access to, or don't have bylaws. Or if you do have bylaws, people get so bullied out of the bylaws that they don't even know how to make sure that the bylaws exist.
Right.
They don't even know how to make sure to enforce the bylaws. And so you can have a very charismatic person take over your motorcycle club. Outvote dues paying brothers in good standing. It becomes no longer a democracy, but it becomes autocracy or some kind of dictatorship or something. A lot of clubs, they call me up and they're really like ill prepared to deal with the fact that you got this guy sitting here that is overrunning your club and not following the bylaws, and no one can do anything about it. And you're exactly right when you say a lot of these guys, since they don't know motorcycle club protocol, they're just trapped. They go along with this bully taking over the club, especially in smaller clubs.
Yeah. And the clubs, they don't know anything. So one or two things end up happening. I mean, well, from what I've seen the whole club, the other members. I've seen founders, do stuff like that and just fuck the whole club up, man. And the whole club's, the whole club flips on their own and go somewhere else.
Yeah, and that's when you lose the whole club. The other thing is, a lot of these founders will have paperwork on the club. For instance, they'll have the trademark of the club or something like that. And at the end of the day, they'll say something like, I own the trademark and I will forbid you from using it and shut the whole club down. And so everybody's held hostage. One of the reasons I say, if I'm prospecting, I want to see the bylaws. I want to know who owns the club. Does the club own the club, or does one man own the club? Is the club run by a democracy? If not, these are the things that you need to be checking out as a prospect. These are things that if you don't learn as a prospect, you find out later.
Oh yeah, you find out later. You might not like what you might find out.
Keep It Logical says, I have an old question that I never received an answer from. I thought each club stood as a business that prevented the president from owning it. No, that's only clubs that have their shit together. That's
yeah,
only clubs.
I know a lot of clubs that are clubs, and one of the members own the clubhouse for various different reasons. You know, they started off needing a clubhouse, and the guy owned the building, and he let them use it. I just seen clubs go to war with one of their members because they were renting from one of their members, and shit just went left, and the motherfucking clubhouse ended up being burnt down.
Yeah, I've seen that too. The thing for me is, what I try to advise clubs is this: you have to take the power of the bylaws and insist that they are enforced. And if you're one of those people that is meek and humble, listen, there can be consequences to speaking out. I've lived them myself. I've lived the consequence of being the person that refuses to accept bullshit from somebody who believes that they can outstrip the club of its foundation by simply putting in a whole bunch of yes men around them, and they're just going to take over the club. And the way I feel about this is, I would rather rip the whole fucking thing down than let somebody take it over and run it in a way that was not meant by the founders, not meant by the bylaws, in a way to enrich themselves or ingratiate themselves personally. I'm not going to go along. I'm not going to sit along for the go along. That's just not me. We got bylaws. We're all going to follow them, or none of us are going to follow them. If you can make up the rules as you go, then so can I. That's just how I feel. And so as an older guy, I am often very disappointed at what I see the younger guys do. A lot of BS and dumb shit. But I have to ask myself, how much BS and dumb shit was I doing as I was coming up? And so even though as a person that is an OG in the club, I get very angry at what I see, and sometimes I just be shaking my head, and I'm fighting against it the whole time. There's one recognition that a founder or an OG must have, even when the club isn't going like they wanted it to. And that thing you have to recognize is, there is a vote here. There's a vote. And when you sell people on the fact that they can come into your motorcycle club without a dictator, because some clubs are like, yeah, we are a dictator and I'm the dictator. And you join that club, you get what you ask for. Yeah, that's very easy. But there are some clubs that will sell you this idea that everything is fair and everybody gets a vote. And if you've sold me on that idea, don't change up on me when you don't like something. And as an OG, I've often had to remind myself, you did tell these folks that they have a vote when they come in your club. You did tell them that. And if they all vote to wear pink panties tomorrow, that's the vote they voted.
Yeah, well, we're going to have to get rid of them guys if they come in there doing that.
Hey, this is Outlaws TV, man. Been loving your stuff, man. Been seeing you on here. Good to have you on the show. You guys need to make sure to go to Outlaws TV on Instagram. This guy is breaking some videos and stuff that I don't know where the hell he gets those videos, but that's really cool. Bylaws and bylaws. Everyone should learn them, remember them, so no one could take advantage or be a dictator, says Outlaws TV.
That's
bylaws, right. Bylaws and bylaws, he said. How many people are in your club that you know haven't read the bylaws?
Shit, man, don't give me the lion, man. Don't give me the lion, because I know, I know mine. I don't know about theirs. I know mine so goddamn well that I cause problems when some shit is going wrong, and I be like, I speak up on some shit, and they want to challenge me, and I say, go read the bylaws, and I point to them, go read the bylaws, and they come back quiet to the mug, man.
Quiet as church mice. That go read the bylaws is the greatest statement ever made, man. It's the greatest statement ever made, man. So my thing is this, and I'm going to close out on time today. My thing is this. Outlaws TV said it best. You have to know, love, cherish your bylaws to push them forward. If the founder has no position in the bylaws, then the founder is not able to take over the club. If the founder does have a position in the bylaws, and if the founder owns the patches and stuff like that, you're in a interesting situation. But if he doesn't, the other thing is the influence people have on people. You can a big block joker, free BD. You can you can have all the ducks in your corner, but another person is more flamboyant and more charismatic, and they can convince people to come over to their side, this, that, or the other. There's always an internal struggle in these motorcycle clubs. Why so many people have given up the motorcycle club world? This is why you see motorcycle clubs split, things like that. I try to ask people to be the best people you can be. That takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work to be a good person. It takes a lot of internal fortitude to not try to take over and make everything about you. This is why the founder of the Mighty Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club Nation, Paul Perry, used to always say, it's about we. Stop saying I and start saying we. And the more that you can do that, the less of these problems you'll have. But one thing I will never do, and I don't suggest that anyone else do either, and that is lay down and let folks take over and run against the bylaws. It's just not in my character. So what can I tell a person that is kind of meek and humble and afraid to speak up? I can tell you, you're going to get run over the top of. And that might be okay for you. If you saw the movie, The Bike Riders, when this president guy was murdered in front of his friends, those two guys never left the club. They were probably never happy in the club, but they didn't have the internal fortitude to make sure things were right. Sometimes you got to go up against a very powerful person or persons to make things right. Hey, man, I'm a biker, not a choir boy. I'm an ex-military person. I'll fight you to make sure everything is right. I don't care. What do you think?
Can you fight?
Oh, no, not anymore. I meant mentally, using the bylaws and stuff. No, I can't fight no more. Boy, are you crazy? I can shoot.
You can shoot.
I can shoot. Is that counterfeiting?
Yeah, that shit costs a lot though.
But I don't have to fight. I got a Malinois that goes with me everywhere.
Yeah, now you said what I think you said. Now, what I think about that, you're speaking what are you asking?
What do you think about that? What do you think about what I just said about the whole idea of allowing your club to be taken over or not allowing your club to be taken over? I mean, what does that take? What kind of?
I guess it's gonna boil down to the person and what they got in their heart, man, for their club. If you love your club like you say you do, man, you gonna fight for that mug, man. You know, it's got to be a democracy, man. If you being in your club long enough, I'm sure that you already know like the things that you up against before some shit like this happen. You can kind of sense it, man. You know, with the founders. You know, I don't know. I don't know, man. You know, everybody. You know, different strokes of different folks, man. I can't say.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like, man, a person that really wanted, they gonna ride for it.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't gonna hear none of that shit that's going on. The body, you know, you only as strong as your body.
Right.
You know, the president, you know, he got a voice, but it's like he got a voice, he got a final say. The founder shouldn't even really be, you know, he's just the founder.
But some founders are so involved still and so strong, and they do it right, and people just want to follow them and follow along what they say. I very seldom find founders that are going to steer the club wrong.
No, you don't have to steer the club wrong, but I know good founders that they're gonna ride with the club if they're in favor of it or not. They'll speak their mind, but they let the club run it.
Yes.
I've experienced those type of founders where they're definitely not in agreement. I've seen founders that voice their opinions, and the club takes the founder's opinion, and they respect the opinion of the founder. But I've seen founders. I just seen founders think that they was about to lay the law out, and the club checked the shit out of them. And you know, the good founder, you know, had to, you know, he checked himself too. Like, okay, you know, I've seen those good founders whose opinions are valuable to the body of the club, but at the same time, they just sit back. You know, they watch the club go up and down. I'm just the founder. Hey, y'all run it. You know, especially some of the older clubs with some of the founders of older clubs that's 50 plus years old. Those founders are not that active. They're just the OG guy, man, that everybody just respects because they're the founder. You listen to them. Sometimes you don't, you know, but they don't try to be, you know, out there with their chests out. They pretty much like, hey, man, I'm letting y'all take it over. I'm letting y'all run it. So I guess it depends on that founder. I've seen founders that's founders in the president's forever.
Yeah. If they can manage to keep getting voted in, I've seen them come back. I've seen founders be the club go so bad, the founder comes back like, okay, man, fine. I wanted to retire. I've been retired. I'll come back in and help y'all get this thing straight, and then I'm gone. So I've seen that as well. Got to know your lane, and that's how you're going to fight for your club. Absolutely. The founder can be a pseudo dictator. Said, let's see, Vera said the founder is the pseudo dictator till his demise. I've seen that too. Jason, founders can be dictators sometimes, but if they were wise, they put bylaws in place to check their tyranny. And the bylaws should check everyone's tyranny. I just find that no matter what the club, sooner or later, somebody is going to put that club through the tyrannical changes. And it really depends on how well that club has been trained and how much love that club has been given and how much its people have been taught. Some clubs teach people to be ignorant so that they can run over them, like clubs where you don't get to see the bylaws. I know clubs where members and don't get to see the bylaws and stuff like that. They They want you to be weak and not powerful.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. I don't like clubs that don't let prospects see the bylaws. The person who took the first step to start the club should definitely get special perks, but no dictatorships, says the Biker Podcast. Yeah. Founder should be a mentor. Absolutely. It's not the blood in, blood out. If it's not blood in, blood out, it ain't worth prison. Absolutely. Some clubs purposely put term limits for presidents of national president positions. Absolutely. Absolutely. Founders can amend the bylaws. It depends on what club you're in.
Yeah.
It depends on what club you're in.
I've seen that, but I've seen certain stuff where it's taking a vote, and then I've seen certain things where people come and ask the founder, can they get approval to change the bylaws because of this? And the founder will look at it, express itself, and sometimes, I've seen founders that had stuff at clubs that had things in the bylaws from the late 70s, early 80s, and when a certain issue arises, you get the clubs that go into the bylaws about something, and then they talk about the current times, and then the founders say, nah, that ain't right, we gotta change that, man. That's not right. And they respect the thought of it. It's not one of those things, no, we ain't gonna do that, because a lot of times the founder's voice is highly respected, if you got a great founder that's not trying to screw over the people.
Right. So in the end, it comes down to your bylaws, but it also comes down to the sway and charisma and the loyalty whoever has in the club, what the president, national president, founder, board of founders, who can really address the club and keep the loyalty. And if not, a lot of times what you'll see is the clubs flip or split. And that's exactly what you see. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I've seen that. Yeah, I seen it, and shit, I done seen that shit happen. The clubs flipping. Now the club got 3 members holding on, and nobody joins their club.
Right. So anyway, it takes work at the table. It takes coming together at that table and having that respect and love for the club. I'm not a guy that I've seen these clubs, they'll split, they'll do 2 or 3 versions of the club or whatever the case may be. And that can get nasty. We saw what happened with the Cossacks. I hate it when that kind of stuff happens. Men have to be able to put aside their egos and work for the best of the club. And if not, I think it's okay to split and go your own separate way. Sometimes that's what it takes. Maybe we get back together in a few years when nobody's mad anymore. We can do that too.
Yeah, I don't know. I ain't never seen them get back together though.
I have seen them come back together. A lot of time, yeah, and it's really funny. Like when you're fighting over something 10 years that happened 20 years ago, and you're joining the club and you take on that same war. And I think if the 1%ers can do that, can say, you know what, we're going to put, for the last year, we're going to put aside our difficulties. Many of us are fighting, especially the new ones. We're fighting in wars for shit we didn't do. I didn't ride over there and kill that person. I didn't blow up that clubhouse. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I just came in the club. I'm fighting a battle that you guys should have ended 22 years ago. And they've decided to end it. If they can do that, hopefully the 99s and the smaller clubs, the family clubs, we can do that within our clubs as well. George Pounder, unfortunately, my 20-year-old club, our two founders are not involved at all. Seems like they just won a title, and the same for some chapters. I've seen a club split 3 ways because of a crooked president. Oh, low-key, the loner, that happens all the time. Jason, I speak from experiences. I founded an RC with 3 chapters that decided to be a support club. I stepped away when it was no longer my vision, stepped away peacefully. Much honor and respect, Black Dragon. Much honor and respect to you, Shadow. The founders the founders are the law of the club, i.e. Judge Dredd. Could be. Depends on the club. I recently saw a club that split up. 5 years later, they pulled back together with all original members. I couldn't believe it, says the Outlaw Preacher. Hey, it's good to see you, Outlaw Preacher. You guys got to check out the Outlaw Preacher on his Facebook page. Good guy, good channel they have over there. Eddie Pena, question. Since it takes 5 minutes to start a club, aren't all those members considered founders? Or is it just the person that comes up with the idea of starting a club? In many clubs,
members. I think those are founding members.
In many clubs, all those members are considered founders, and in some clubs, the founder himself is considered the founder. It really is the social construct of the club, but we always call them, as Lavish said, we always call them founding brothers, founding members, founding fathers. See, Black Dragon, the younger bros have those hopes of success and vision that you had. Yeah, Big Lock, you keep talking about my club in particular, and a lot of the things you're talking about, you are making assumptions. You really don't know what you're talking about. You need to be in the club to know. But I mean, I don't mind talking about my club, but I wasn't really trying to do that in this in this thing. I mean, you just making so many assumptions. You're getting on my nerves today. Sorry about that. But you really are. You're talking about things you just don't know what you're talking about. Makes me wonder when I see you on here. Are you one of these dudes that is in my club that comes on here just to mess with my mind? That could be it. But yeah, bro, you got my my number and stuff. You know my WhatsApp. If you want to talk to me about my club. Certain things that I may want to talk about. There's a lot of shit I'm never going to talk to you about, but
I don't feel the need to talk to anybody about your club, man.
Call me. Get on the phone and call me. Stop all this shit on the internet. That's really silly to me. Black Dragon, be the new founder with your experience and expertise of a WMC. Oh, yeah, that's possible. Anyway, good morning, Rick C. Good to see you, man. Good to see you again today. Good to see you. Yeah, Big Lock, you're pissing off Goose in the you're pissing off my club brother in the background. He's getting kind of frustrated with you. So Goose is going off in the background. Like, who is this dude? I don't know who he is. But he stays on this thing. Doesn't bother me. I mean, it does. He's getting on my nerves a little bit today, but it doesn't bother me overall. This is.
I bet you won't tell him to get the fuck on.
Huh? I don't do that because I try to you got to have tough skin on this thing. People try to come at you personally, and
you got to tell him, man, get the fuck on with that whole ass shit you talking. Go and find something to do. Go find something safe to do.
Big Lock Joker says he's the truth. So there you go. I'm mad at him because he's the truth. It is what it is. Anyway.
I got a customer, man, about to hop in the truck, man. I hate having customers, man. So
you told me that you don't like people in your truck. You gonna spray your seats?
Oh.
You gonna spray your seats when they get out?
Yeah. So, but yeah, man. Let me get off of here, man, because I'm not about myself right now.
Take care. I heard that. Take care, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Have a good day.
All right.
All right. So I think that, as I said, it I think that we have to put our all and our best into our clubs, no matter what it takes. And, you know, you just can't be afraid to be the person that speaks up, no matter what they said. Anyway, that I believe is good. We want you again to make sure that you step up if you can to help out our brother Papa Penguin. Here, we're going to put this back up again. I would also appreciate it, your likes and thanks and comments. Hey, Todd J, good to see you, man. Okay, that right there is the link for the support chapter for Papa Penguin, for the support page for Papa Penguin. So you guys make sure to go there and do that. I really would appreciate that. And we're going to get up out of here now. You can get me, Black Dragon, at Black Dragon Biker TV. Black Dragon Biker TV is on all the social media platforms. We'd like it if you'd hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and consider becoming one of our subscribers to the channel. You can support the channel, $BikerPrez, the Cashapp, jbunchii at AOL.com. And find me on Twitter, which is now called X, at jbunchii. Black Dragon Biker TV is on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all those places. You can get my books at blackdragonsgear.com, including my latest book, Motorcycle Club Protocol 101. And my podcast is The Dragon's Lair, Lair, Motorcycle Chaos on Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, and Spreaker. If you want to call me, hit me at 404-692-0336. Big Glock Joker, why don't you give me a call right after this show, and we can talk all you want. 404-692-0336. Black Dragon at blacksabbathmc.com. Also, Black Dragon's Bike Night is at the Dragon's Lair, 3393 Lawrenceville Highway, Tucker, Georgia, 30084, Building 2 down the hill behind the furniture store across from Public Store. Come check us out on Tuesday nights. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. I'd love to hear your 2 cents in the comment section below. Anything else? I'm going through the final comments. Lavish is a germaphobe. He's wild as F. Yes, I agree, man. I agree. Okay, Kingdom Builders Rise Up, says Todd J. Okay, that's it. Exit the Black Dragon, says Shadow. I'm out of here. Much love and respect, John 5:15-13. I'm going to go check out John 15:13. Jason, just because you told me to, I'm gonna go check it out. My number is 404-692-0336. It's let me post it for you, bro, so you can make sure to get it. There it is. 404-692-0336. All right. I'm Black Dragon. That's my 2 cents. Love to hear your 2 cents in the comments section below. Thanks for tuning in, and get skinny. And let me find the right button. Okay, I'm out. Prepare yourself to take the helm as president of your mighty motorcycle club by delving into the pages of Black Dragon's newest book, The President's Bible, Chronicle 1, Principles of Motorcycle Club Leadership. There you will learn to advance your skills in applying the 14 scientific principles of leadership similar to those taught to officers in the United States Naval Service. Available in hardcover, paperback, and ebook. Get yours today on Amazon, Kindle, or order it at your local bookstore. Order your autographed copy from blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club president you can be. Get the book.
Get Black Dragon's first book, The Prospect's Bible, to learn how to join a motorcycle club. It has been an Amazon #1 bestseller for the past 7 years and is required reading for over 3,000 motorcycle clubs worldwide. This book is a must-have for new people venturing onto the motorcycle club set. It will teach you how to prepare yourself for service to the motorcycle club nation and show you how to qualify a motorcycle club to be worthy of your service. Available on Amazon, Kindle, and for order at your local bookstore. Get your autographed copy at blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club prospect you can be. Get the book.
If you are seeking clarity about issues stemming from problems or crises occurring within your motorcycle club, then set up a consultation with Black Dragon. Black Dragon has over 30 years of experience in the motorcycle club world, having served as a national president of the 50-year-old Black Sabbath MC Nation for nearly 10 years. Black Dragon is a veteran negotiator, skilled in crisis management, conflict resolution, inter-club issues, press conferences. If you are seeking clarity about issues stemming from problems or crises occurring within your motorcycle club, then set up a consultation with Black Dragon. Black Dragon has over 30 years of experience in the
Friends, don't.
If you are seeking clarity about If you are seeking clarity If you are seeking clarity about issues stemming from problems or crises occurring within your motorcycle club, then set up a consultation with Black Dragon. Black Dragon has over 30 years of experience in the motorcycle club world, having served as a national president of the 50-year-old Black Sabbath MC Nation for nearly 10 years. Black Dragon is a veteran negotiator, skilled in crisis management, conflict resolution, inter-club issues, press conferences, and club reputation.
It's definitely a big issue for you too. But I'm going to talk about the 99s for a minute. What's up, Mama Ro? I'm going to talk about the 99s for a minute and what our responsibilities are and what we need to think about. Because if you don't really know what's going on the set, you can find yourself in kind of a precarious predicament if you make the wrong kind of moves or do the wrong kind of things when this kind of stuff goes on. So, let's get into a war with one another.
Yeah, you heard that, didn't you? On other levels, tried to tell you suckers, Black Dragon is the man. The Black Dragon is the man, a real OG, bonafide, certified, a true MC, the Biker Boys, the Biker Boys. It's in the house, so most definitely blow the whistle for Black Dragon Biker TV. That's right, I said Biker TV. See, one day, young Dragon made his way out the Navy to become a prospect. Some people thought he was crazy, but 5 years later, hard work became a habit. He became the president of the mighty Black Savage Nation. MCs, y'all, respectfully. Black Dragon, Black Savage, MC. That's right, y'all. Give it a thumbs up. Black Dragon Biker TV at its best. Oh yeah, and don't forget to get his prospect Bible book. So proud of him. Man, he just don't know. He's a real legend. And y'all know it, and I know it. That's right, Black Dragon. That's right. Glad I met you, my friend. Black Dragon, I'm the Midnight Ghost Rider. The V, y'all. Love you, Black Dragon. Peace. And get skinny. Like and share. Goodbye.